Hi, soul family. I'll give you a few seconds to catch up to me. Actually, I'm going to just, while I'm waiting, I'm going to send this to some people so that they know. Song right now, I won't give up. I won't give up on us. Hi, Cynthia. Why did this not show up? That's interesting. There it is. Okay. I'm going to give everybody a little hi. I'm going to give people a minute to get to us. I have to send, I should have done this before, sorry. Hi Tracy. So what I have to say is probably going to be met with some resistance. And that's okay. That seems to be the way I live my life. But I've been struggling with something for a while. And I know that a lot of you have noticed that. And it's interesting. I have butterflies in my stomach. And I don't know why. I'm not nervous. I'm not worried. It's a beautiful day here too. It's a little hazy, but it's warm. It's a lot warmer than it's been. So I've only got 3 people watching, so that's too bad because this is, you know, this is probably why. All right, so I'm gonna. Basically, the message is that I got off yesterday after doing the live. I didn't feel good about it. And I talked to Melissa, a friend, and she said, you know, I'm sorry I had to leave early, but hold on, let me turn this down. I've got people trying to talk to me. Sorry I had to leave early. My plans for Sedona, I'm moving. I'm definitely moving. I'm going out with my grandson. We're going to celebrate his birthday. He's going to come with me to take out my first load of stuff. I'm going on, I think, for 3 days, March 18th, 19th, and 20th. So I'm heading out there. So, okay, so here's the deal. I'm not going to wait for everybody. I didn't feel good about that live. I have had a problem. I've been struggling with this zodiac, doing the signs. And I've gone back and forth. You guys have known that. It doesn't flow for me. It doesn't flow like it used to flow. When I used to do the readings and it was just about the messages that Spirit had to give to us. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm a spiritual teacher. What I'm supposed to do is deliver a message as far as guidance for all of us. And it bothers me because in my head, every time I do it, every time I say a sign, I think to myself, that can't be the truth because I'm an Aries, but Sandy's an Aries, and my grandmother's an Aries, and my son's an Aries, and I can tell you dead on with accuracy that we all have a different idea, that we're all doing it a different way, and it's not all happening to us at the same time. So I realize that any message that goes out can apply to all of us in some way. It can. That's why I'm supposed to just give a message, because this is the information Spirit wants you to listen to. And if it's something that rings a bell, wow, you know, this is something I need to think about today. This is your daily guidance for the day. I'm literally going to start calling my readings today's daily guidance, because that's what it is. I'm a teacher, guiding. I'm a channel. Spirit wants the messages to come through me. So the deal is this. I have tarot cards, right? I have the Angel Tarot. I've got an actual, like, different tarot decks. I don't really work with just the regular tarot decks. This is kind of more like an Oracle Tarot. And I've always been drawn more to the Oracle Tarot. And people would say, well, that's because you're not a tarot card reader and you don't know what it means. Well, I got to tell you, it bothers me. And I went last night and I went through hundreds of tarot card readers for my signs, for Pisces and for Aries, because those are my 2 main signs. And I got to tell you that every single one had a different message. And I listened this morning, and there are several people that I would listen to that I liked. But when something is said to us, we can manifest anything that's in our mind. If I give you a positive message and I ask you to focus on this positive message, and you focus on that positive message, you will manifest that into your life. You can do that with a negative message too. You're driving along having a really good day, and then somebody says, oh, that Libra in your life, she's lying about this. She's cheating on you with your husband and you didn't know it. I listened this morning, and I've got to tell you, it's way too specific. They are giving signs, and they're saying, oh, if it doesn't apply to you, don't try and make it fit. That's a cheap way of getting out of just causing drama. Because I've listened to them over and over again, and when it's just a really happy, positive reading, the comment is constantly coming out of their mouth, wow, there's no drama today. And I got to tell you that when I put it, and I did this on purpose, I put a title out, like a racy title, 3,000 views. A regular positive title, like, you know what, stand up for yourself and speak your truth, 150 people listened. If there's drama, people are drawn to it. I am not a drama monger, and I don't like it. Now, I will tell you that if I do a personal reading for you right now, and I will do them after this announcement, if I do a personal reading for you, and you get you got victory. So I got victory. Good news is coming my way. But say I got the Queen of Swords, right? Upside down. And I said that the Queen of Swords stands for an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, right? Wow. Well, you've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius woman that is after your ass. She is manipulating, lying, causing all kinds of deceit in your life. And that's not the truth. Now, it could be for someone out there, but I got to tell you, my daughter's a Libra, and my twin soul's mother is a Libra. And just because the card comes upside down, and that's a Queen of Swords generally upside down, doesn't mean that it's one of them. But those are the only Libras and Geminis that I know, females in my life. So that's going to stick that thought in my head, that there's a problem there. When in all reality, all this means is that you need to learn how to speak properly. The Queen of Swords represents somebody coming across in an analytical manner, somebody not using their emotion, using cutting words. It can represent anyone. But I gotta tell you, I listened this morning, and over and over and over again, the things that were said were so, wow, Gemini, you are something else. I can't believe the bullshit that you are pulling, and I wouldn't trust that person in your life. It's literally fear-mongering and causing drama and upset when there's no need for that. Spirit doesn't want us to do that. We're not meant to go out there and say, hey, you know what, your daughter's talking shit behind your back. You better watch your ass. It's not for me, and that's why it's bothered me. I felt wrong, and I kept fighting against it, right? And I was very upset last night. I gotta tell you, it's upsetting for me because it's not my business to point a finger at somebody or to tell you something. I'm only here to give you a positive message. The message is supposed to be about positive. The message is supposed to be about what you can do to make your life better. And if you want to use a tarot card deck to do that, that's fine. It's just a tool. The Six of Pentacles, this is talking about money. This is about the balancing out of financial issues and worries, right? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's talking about, you know what, things in your family are getting a little bit more secure now. Or maybe you need to think about that. So you can use the tarot cards as guidance cards because they're just tools. People say to me, my son says, you're talking, he doesn't like what I do because he says it's like you're dealing with demons. You're not dealing with angels. And I'm like, no, you're not right. And then the Bible, it says, do not use a fortune teller of events to be predicting your future, right? Now, I will tell you, I have prophetic dreams. Absolutely. Many of us do. Most of us do. We have symbolic dreams as well. And they're confusing. The only way that you can tell if they're symbolic or prophetic is if it unfolds literally in front of you. Then you see, wow, okay, so then what's the purpose of having a prophetic dream? It's just to show you that you are connected to this individual or to spirit, or that you can trust in the intuition that you get. So when I do readings for you guys, what always felt right for me was you choosing an item. Because everybody in that world right there, looking through that screen, there can be 3,000 different Libras, right? And they aren't going to all choose the same item. Every message comes, there is a message for you. Everyone has a message for you, yes. If you happen to choose this one, just pay extra close attention to that one. There's probably something in there that might be that you need to pay a little bit more closer attention to. That's it. Now, when I do a personal reading for just you and me, I energetically connect with you no matter where you are in the world. We're connected energetically. If you choose or you don't even have to choose anything because I'm reading just for you. So when I pick this up and I see something going on, that is a message for you. I am guided. My hands are always guided. They always have been. But guided as far as the message that Spirit wants to give. Not so that I could say that, oh, you're a Pisces man? Well, you know what? You've got a fear of commitment. Because I got to tell you, that's been bothering me all this time. The Pisces man that I know is not afraid of anything. Okay, he's strong, and he's a leader, and he's busy doing his business. He's not afraid to commit to anything. He's committing to what he wants to commit to. So that has to go. I asked last night, as I talked to Melissa about this last night, I said, it's really bothering me. It's bothered me a lot. It doesn't flow easily from me. It used to be happy. It used to make me feel good. I used to feel like I was really doing a proper service to people. And now I feel like because of the signs, pointing out the signs, and man and female, that it's going to cause drama where drama shouldn't be. It's not my place to do that. And it's not anyone else's place to do that either. And I would challenge you to go listen to a tarot card reader today and listen to what they say. I would challenge you to go do that. There are some out there that literally just give guidance, and I love them. There's a young girl, I'm going to find her right now. There's a young girl that I listen to. Now, she does do the same, she does. But she's called, what does she call her channel? La Lunita. She's a young girl. She's 29. And she mostly does guidance readings, just readings. You know if it resonates for you. And you know what? We're not here to point out what your boyfriend's doing or what your husband's doing. I literally heard this morning those words. You know what? You are a Libra man and you're lying to your family. You're married to a gay person, but you're living a straight life and no one knows it. And I thought, wow, how can you say that shit? You're going to put that out there into someone's mind, somebody that's got a paranoid wife or a paranoid girlfriend, and that it's going to blow up all over the place. How is that spiritual guidance from our Father? There's no way he wants us to create drama in that way. So last night, I went to sleep, and I was very bothered. I got to tell you, I was very upset. And I asked for guidance, and I said, tell me how you want me to deliver this message. Show me what to do, because this isn't feeling right. The way I did it before, when I would just give the daily message, I didn't have a lot of people. I didn't have 3,000 people looking at that message. I had maybe, 75, 150 people looking at that message, but I felt good about that message because it was positive. And it's always positive about, and when I did the tarot card and I spoke about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I thought about the way I did it and the way I was watching other people do it. I was hearing that day what the other readers were saying about the Gemini and about the Libra, and they were very, very negative. And yet when I got the message, it was always positive because everybody has got good in them. Everybody is inherently not evil. And the message for you, whether you're doing something wrong or not, my Father and your Father is not going to say you're a piece of shit and you might as well just go hang up your hat. They're going to say, you know what, why don't we work on this today? Because you're a decent person. You've got a good heart. You have the ability to turn things around, right? So the message is, somebody said that to me, how can it be positive for everybody when that person's clearly doing bullshit? Because they have the right to change their mind tomorrow, right? They can change their mind about the way something is being done in their life. So this is the answer that I got. And I looked at it and I woke up really sad because I didn't understand it at first because I was twisted in my thinking. I had in my mind what I had been shown about something, about a dream that I'm watching, right? And then I thought, no, I need to just break it down and listen to what it says. Okay, so there's a tarot card deck that I wanted to get. My girlfriend Erica has it. I can't think of what it's called right now. Generally, it's out of stock. You can't generally get it with the book and the cards because it's so old. But it's got neat messages. I like the messages that are there to deliver. I get to know the cards. I read pictures, absolutely. But I get to know the messages in cards too. And because sometimes there's some really fabulous words and messages that need to be delivered, right? Spirit will guide me to that card. Doesn't mean because I look at this card and, okay, I don't understand what the Page of Swords means. Say I don't understand that. But I can look at that and I can see the message and it can guide me in a very positive way. So what I'm looking at is an order, like my order sheet on PayPal, because I had this tarot card deck. I found it on order, okay? I'm looking at the order, and it's a rare deck I wanted. I finally found it on eBay. I wanted to get it. It's the one that Erica has, and all of a sudden, as I'm watching this order, the order had said pending, because, you know, I was looking at it. I was pending. I was thinking about it. And all of a sudden, it starts to erase in front of my eyes. Now, there's a double message in this for me. It's a personal message, but it's also answering my question to Spirit. So it starts to erase, and then all of a sudden the words say, no longer pending. And as I looked down to the bottom of the order, it wasn't there anymore. It was no longer available. And it said I wasn't able to get it. And at the end of it, it said, I'm sorry. And that's my message. It is no longer, Spirit says to me, it is no longer available. This order is no longer pending. It is no longer available. I'm sorry. We are not doing signs. I'm not giving signs. I'm not doing male, female. Now, if I get in a private reading for you, that this could be a male person, they give me very, you know, because I get messages. That's why I listen to the songs on the radio. Those are accurate. The messages I get, they are accurate. But I got to tell you, with so many people watching, it cannot be for every single person. That's why if you want to get clarity on your situation, you need to get a private reading. Because I am accurate in what I'm getting. Absolutely. But in all good conscience, I cannot say such inflammatory messages. To me, I don't feel that I was being inflammatory in the way that I delivered the messages. But what I watched this morning confirmed it for me. I went through these people that I had listened to. There was about 4 different people. Everything's deleted. I'm not listening to anyone anymore because we have our own guidance within us. When Spirit brings us a message, and they consistently bring us a message, it comes to us. We understand it. It's our message. I don't have to be told by 6 different tarot card readers 6 different things because the messages are all different. So like right now, what has Spirit been telling me? Spirit's been telling me that there is a relationship pending, right? There's someone returning back into your life. They've shown me who it is. They've shown me the energy. Spirit has in my dreams, in the signs that I get repetitively, right? But I just picked up this card and it's in reverse. And it's a relationship, the resurgence of a relationship no longer happening. That dream that I watched, something that was pending, no longer pending. Sorry, it's not happening. That's how I would read that. If I was listening to this sign upside down and listening to what I just watched in that dream, that's what I would believe. And that would be like a knife in my heart. That all of the messages and signs that Spirit has been bringing me, how I was guided to a specific spot in Old Town through a series of events that just were too crazy to be logical. But it happened because I listened to my intuition and I followed what I heard. And there was what I had been guided to. There was what I had been shown by Spirit. This goes against that. Spirit never does that. Spirit never goes off course. They can course correct us, but they will consistently give us guidance in the same direction. Now, everyone has free will. If the situation is, this is no longer going to happen, the situation has changed, Spirit will make sure that we know that. Not by some tarot card giving you, a reader giving you a tarot card in reverse saying this is no longer going to happen. Because I got to tell you, I've been sailing along in a really happy place, believing all the things that I was reading in my messages, in my dreams, and all of the signs that I've been seeing consistently. And then to see that upside down, and then that dream saying this is no longer pending, I'm sorry, that would crush me. There are people that put far too much emphasis on what other people tell them to do in their lives. They don't make the choices for themselves. And all day yesterday in our reading, it was all about you not listening to other people. It's about you being the fool. If they think you're foolish, that doesn't matter. Like right now, I know that the tarot card readers are going to be pissed off that I'm saying this, and I don't care. I'm being guided to speak my truth because that's what Spirit said. Speak your truth. If you want to use a tarot card to give guidance, that's great. But don't be telling people that the Aries woman in your life is a cheater. The Aries woman in your life did this. Because I got to tell you, as an Aries woman, I've never cheated on anybody in my entire life. Not once. Not even in my mind. Ever. Ever. but I've been accused of it, and other people have believed it. And because of that, it has destroyed relationships that mattered to me. So we are to do what we are guided to do. If we get a message that tells us something that makes sense to us, I got to tell you, when I went to the Kingdom Hall as a Jehovah's Witness, a little girl growing up until I was like 23, I would sit in the Kingdom Hall, and my mom would listen to the brother giving the talk, and she would lean over to me and whisper, Karen Jessen needs to listen to this, which was her frenemy, right? And I would think to myself, I can't believe you're saying this. And I would be like, no, Mom, you need to listen to this, and I need to listen to this. This message is for all of us. It isn't just for Karen Jessen, because she happens to be the Queen of Swords, right? So we know when a message is for us. I would sit in that Kingdom Hall, and my heart would be, I'm very hard on myself. I'm harder on me than anyone. That's why Spirit has to keep saying, to tell me to love myself and to trust what my heart is telling me. And then I'm decent, and then I'm a good person, and I'm doing the best that I can, and so is everyone else. Everyone is doing the best that they can. You may not think so, and they may be making decisions that you don't like and you don't agree with, but that's their path to walk. And eventually they may figure it out. And you know what? I've done things that are really shitty. And at the time, I really thought I was doing the right thing. I really did. A lot of times I've made decisions because I was trying to please my family, because I was trying to please my religion. And it caused me to do things that I wish I'd never done. My son told me that I'm dead to him because his religion told him that. If she doesn't believe in this religion, you can't have her in your life. So, when I cry, I'm not a fake. I don't lie, and I don't give readings, fluffy readings. I don't give you a reading that you want to hear so that I can get good ratings. And I certainly don't want to create drama and chaos. But I will tell you that this card just popped up, and it's the King of Swords. And the King of Swords speaks with confidence. The King of Swords balances their mental and emotional considerations, which is what I did last night. And what did I do? I asked a friend. I didn't ask a friend, I told them, I bounced it off of them, and as I talked, I heard what was bothering me, and then I went to my father and my spiritual team, and I asked them for guidance. And then they gave me guidance, and I speak with vehemence today. You will no longer hear me call out a sign or tell you that it is a man or a female. I don't want any drama. I don't want to hurt anyone. I want everyone to be happy. And from what I've been shown in the readings that I have listened to, it's made me think badly of people. And I don't want to think badly of you. And you know what? I would rather be foolish. I would rather be the fool and believe in the best of you. I've always been that way in my life. I believe the best of you until you prove me wrong. And if you want to say, well, you're taking a chance there. Well, I'd rather err on the side of believing that you're a decent person. I would rather err on the side of seeing the good in you. And you know what? It's not my karma to deal with if you're a lying son of a bitch. It's yours. I can sleep at night. But last night I didn't sleep well because I was going against my conscience, and I won't do it anymore. So that's it. And you know what? 5 people even cared about this post. I find that interesting, but I care about it. So for the 5 people that are there, if you guys would like a personal reading, I would be happy to give you a personal message from Spirit. Song right now, Mirrors. I don't want to lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me. And that I'm trying to pull you through. And that's my higher self talking to me. I had to look in the mirror. And I want to look in the mirror and feel good about myself. And it was easy coming back to me once I figured it out. That's what this song means. Okay, so I've got Andy. I'll do a message for Andy. You guys got to tell me who wants a reading. And I don't have a secretary right now, so I might not see everybody, but I can see that there's only 4 people there. So please just say, me please, or yes please. Let me know who you are. Otherwise, I'll just end this reading. This message. Okay? I'll give you a couple seconds, because I know that there's a little bit of a delay. You're going to have to tell me, otherwise I'll just say goodbye. Cynthia? Okay. Tracy? Correct neutrality on all levels. I'm not going to do a lot. Thank you. Correct for neutrality. I do have to work. Andy? Okay, 3. Tracy, Cynthia, Andy. There's only 4 people there, so that works for me. Tracy, Cynthia, and Andy. Okay. Cynthia, your message is dreams coming true. So this is focusing on something that you have been asking for. You have been wanting. And it's telling you that what you've been asking for is happening. This is about manifesting your dreams into reality. So this is about good news. This is about something that you've been asking for, something that you've been working on, starts manifesting for you. So Spirit's basically saying they want you to keep the faith. The message is you can manifest anything, but there is something that you've really wanted that's happening for you. So stay strong, keep the faith, keep your thoughts positive. Don't let anybody knock you off your course, right? Don't sabotage yourself, because we can change it. Remember I said we can focus on something positive. It is happening. Great. What I've been shown and what Spirit's guiding me towards, this is just confirmation for you that what you've been asking for is happening. So keep your dream alive. Focus on it. Don't focus on what other people may say. Naysayers, a tarot card reading that tells you that, that guy's a liar, and all of a sudden it goes out the window. So just keep your thoughts positive and focus, because what you've been asking for, what you've been thinking about, this is how you manifest it. So that's your message. Tracy, correct for neutrality. In all reality, unless it has something to do with somebody else, because other people have free will, right? We can manifest almost anything. As long as we see it happening, we stay proactive, and we don't tell Spirit how it's supposed to be. We don't give them an outline, right? A time frame or an outline. Now we can say, I need to have this done by this amount of time. Is that possible, Spirit? And then the message, if you ask that, look, I need to move by this amount of time, right? I need to get a place. Is this going to be feasible for me? And then you ask and you get a yes, then you can get a yes. Okay, Tracy. So Tracy, you need to raise your standards. I like this a lot. This is about expecting more for yourself and not less. Too many times in our life, we expect too little for ourselves. It's funny because we give a lot more to other people than we do to ourselves. But whatever this situation is, whether it's a situation or if it's just in general, when you say the words, I can't afford this, or I can't do that, or I won't be able to, you're limiting yourself, right? You're putting limits on yourself. So Spirit says, raise your standards. I can do anything. Anything is possible with Spirit's help. Anything is possible. Even a situation that looks dire can be changed and turned around if we put faith in Spirit and we put the work in and we follow our guidance steps. So Spirit's wanting you to make a commitment. It's funny because what I watched in my dream was a sales order, right? Something that was pending is no longer pending, no longer available. I'm sorry. That can be changed. I can buy into that because that could be my own fear, my own negative thinking, right? Or somebody could wake up that morning. Maybe I am connecting with somebody who feels that. They wake up that morning and they feel horrible about themselves, and that's where they're at. But then something happens, they lift up their energy, and then they change their mind. How many times a day do you change your mind? A lot, So raise your standards. Focus on the sales orders in your life happening in a positive way. Yes, that is coming to me. I will have. Don't put a name on it then, right? It is coming true. So this is about your dreams coming to you, but only by you expecting more for yourself, not settling for less. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Andy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Andy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Andy. I just love doing a reading where nobody's got a finger pointed at them, when it's just for all of us. Because you know what? We're sitting in a chat room. Like, say with you're a group of people, soul family, right? And we know whose sign everybody is. And then I go to give a message, and it's like they're pointing out like a Gemini, and they're saying something really shitty. It's nobody's business what's going on in somebody's private life. Not cool. And what if it isn't even accurate? Correct for neutrality. Andy. Vacation. Okay, so there's a lot of messages that come forward in this. The first thing I'm looking at is the parrot and the brightly covered butterfly wings. So the parrot is about speaking, right? About being noticed, about, and it's tropical. So when I look at vacation, Spirit, the message I get is you need to, it would be good for you to go somewhere warm. If you've been thinking about going on a vacation somewhere to a warm location, this is a sign that you should do it. It's talking about needing, this is also, I don't live in a place where there's parrots, right? I don't live in a place, and right now it's winter. So if you're looking at a summary situation like this, it could be talking about changing your perspective about something. A mental vacation, right? Maybe things are too cold and miserable where you're at. Maybe you really do need to change the scenery of where you are. You can have a vacation in your own town, right? Sometimes you need a vacation from somebody in your life. Somebody in your life is coming across as the Queen of Swords. Nasty, cold, bitter, right? I need a vacation from you. I need to go somewhere warm, somewhere happy, somewhere positive. So the message here is about getting away. It's about getting away from demands, getting away from negativity, getting away from whatever makes you feel cold, just going to a different environment. It could be very therapeutic for you in this situation to renew your energy, right? Some people don't like going to tropical locations, right? My family always wanted to take a family drive to Palm Springs, and it was bloody hot. I hated it. I didn't want to go there. I would prefer to go to the mountains where it was cool. So if I pull up this card and says, Spirit wants you to go on a tropical vacation, that's not necessarily the truth. What they want you to do is to give yourself a break. They want you to give yourself some downtime. They want you to change your perspective, change your scenery, shift things up a little bit. Because when we shift things up a little bit, we allow energy to flow. Also, maybe you're working too hard and you just need to take a bit of a break. It also shows you that your words will come easier. You'll be able to connect because the parrot is talking about speaking out, speaking, right? Maybe you're stumped on something. You're thinking too much on it. You're working too hard towards it. And if you just take a break from it, things will flow. It's also looking at things in a more colorful way, right? It might be like my friends right now in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. It's bloody cold. Back east, it's freezing snow, right? Midwest, it's cold. They can't necessarily go on a tropical vacation, but they can put on a bright Hawaiian shirt and have a party in their house and create that atmosphere. They're just saying that this is what you need right now. This atmosphere is what you need, a positive. You have the message from Spirit that you are supposed to give yourself permission to relax and not worry and realize that it will revitalize you. It will bring your colors back. It'll bring things back to life for you if you give yourself a bit of a rest. That's your message. Yes, Yoris said, I connect with the cards even if you don't take it from me. Synchronicity. It's true because there's messages for all of us. So Yoris, I'll do a reading for you and then we're done. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You're welcome. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Financial flow. Okay, so what do I need to do to increase my financial flow? For one thing, it is not to focus on a negative, right? I got to focus on the positive. You're looking up to Spirit, right? Have you manifested something into your life? Looks to me like there's cords wrapped around you. And Spirit's saying, we can take care of this, right? So maybe they're going to show you how to manifest. You were talking about buying a house. So are you thinking about, what do I need to do in order to bring abundance into my life? It's basically telling you that by focusing on your positive thoughts, abundance does come towards you. It talks about opportunities for you in your personal life, your professional life, financial life coming towards you. So again, keep the thoughts positive. Say, right now, this one is being surrounded by light from Spirit, right? So I welcome the abundance coming into my life. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am open and receptive, right? I'm going to listen to the messages I get. I'm going to adjust my thoughts and my emotions, and I'm going to say to myself, I am not stumped. I am not tied up. Anything is possible with Spirit. I'm going to rely on the guidance that I get, and I trust that you're going to guide me in the right direction. I'm going to listen to my intuition, and I will manifest along with Spirit, because I'm a co-creator with the divine, what I need in order to get what I'm after. I am secure financially. I am supported abundantly every day of my life and into my future. Okay? That's your message. Okay? So I think that's it. That's it. I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to bring that message out, and I'll post it. And if people want to hear this, they can hear it. They'll understand why you will no longer see me calling out signs. It's just going to be a message. All right? I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. It's gorgeous here. Wherever you are. Yours, I love your pictures. Keep sending them. Bye.